how the journey is after that.
So it's also about the first self-introduction. The most out of expression, which was your first self.
Which was my first self, like
Like when did you get your first self?
I must have been about 12 years back. I think it was a Nokia something. Yeah. It had to be a Nokia. I think Nokia was the first one. Everyone had it.
Yeah. So so there's no app that you don't want to keep your fans updated with your selfies and your Snapchats and your Instagram.
No, I guess.
God, I got a knee on my knee.
You got hurt?
6 minutes.
I'm sure I did somewhere.
So it was only 15 minutes. Like,
The knees you don't even realize ना जब वो दुखता है then you're like oh shit ये कब लगा?
Thank you. Especially when you're doing nothing and just
I
taking
don't know
photos.
exactly.
ब्रेन डैमेज हो जाएगा मेरा बच्चन मारना ऐसे
क्या बेटा
ये दोनों कैमरा से क्या आरती होता है
हाँ विजुअल
वैसे जा रहा है
थैंक यू
थैंक यू वेरी मच
Hello.
Sir, first of all, congratulations for the film. As we know, it's based on emergency and the cell phone. But still, if you can tell us something about the film, what the film is about.
What the film is all about is a very difficult question to answer, but I shall try to make it as short as possible. It's set in the period of emergency, and as you all know, emergency was declared in 1975 for about 2 years or so, and during that period, there's a thriller which we have evolved in this film, which is about some kind of technology which is being brought into the country, and the whole mystery and the trail behind it is what Pachattar is all about.
We have seen you on screen playing a role of as a bad guy in a good way, and also playing a cop. A number of times playing a role of a cop or a police officer. So, what character you are playing in this film? You are playing as a bad guy or playing a role as a hero?
यार एक्टिंग अच्छा ठीक है कोई बात ये आई एम प्लेइंग अ ह्यूमन बीइंग हु इज सपोज्ड टू हैव सर्टेन क्वालिटीज ओके नाउ I don't play for the sake of playing bad, sake of playing good, etc. etc. I just play human beings. So human beings have various qualities, and it depends on what quality that human being is portraying in the film. Govind in this film is a kind of a revolutionary, is kind of a rebel, and he comes out of his closet the moment emergency is put on, and he feels that he needs to do it his own way, which might not be a very pleasant way. He might bash a few heads and kill a few people. So that's how his method goes, and he decides to take it upon himself to see where this technology goes and how to stop or usurp that for the system.
Okay, how was the journey of San Pachattar? Was it challenging or easy for you?
I have nothing but challenging. I don't believe in challenging. I think challenging is for those who don't have the capacity to, or the facility, or the ability, or caliber. For me, things are either interesting or not interesting. I don't have anything that is challenging. So I look at everything that comes to me in acting as either interesting or uninteresting. So for me, this was a very interesting role to play, and I thought it had a sense which that you spend 40 days shooting and you enjoy that whole process. That's something which happened to me.
Welcome to Twitter. It was time such a brilliant actor and a wonderful person like you. It was on social media.
Thank
So
you.
you've done versatile roles, and in every role you do it very perfectly. Do you believe in perfection, or
I don't think there's anything called perfection, because if you are perfect, then you need not be a human being anymore. You can quit and go, because we are the whole journey is to try to be perfect, and that journey is never ending. And that's what one tries to do. So one tries to do. So I don't try and achieve perfection as such. But I try and achieve what is required in terms of exponentially enjoying the viewing process of an audience. So if you expect 2 plus 2 is 4, I would rather that 2 plus 2 is 10. So I try and do that as far as possible in terms of exponentially increasing the value of the audience watching it, their interest, the whole excitement and the thrill that they have. That's been my aim as an actor. So I try and increase their pleasure in that sense. Yeah.
so as an actor you also decide the look you should be carrying?
No, that's a collaborative effort. Filmmaking is a collaborative effort. There's no one person who does everything. So there are many issues, like for example 1975. So you take references, and your entire team helps you in that. The director, the scriptwriter, the costume designer, everybody helps you out. So they sort of give you a look and all that stuff, and you just follow it. Yeah.
Also, sir, on screen, I've seen you like I'm one of your fan. I've seen you play each and every character very politely, very cool and calm. Not like that other actor creating a melodrama or creating some serious action. Well, you play all the characters very coolly and calmly. How from where you develop such acting skills?
No, I try to be convincing. That's my only thing. I want to make things believable. I don't like realistic cinema as such. I find realism very boring. But I think I have a thing for believable cinema. So you can make science fiction for all you care, but just make it believable for me. Don't make it something that's come out of some other planet. That's my only issue. So even when I act, I try and make it as believable as possible. Even if I'm playing the mainstream kind of thing, I try and make it as believable as possible, so that it doesn't seem that this guy has come from Mars or some Pluto or somewhere. So in his the way he does it. So it's a different thing that most of our mainstream cinema doesn't happen on Earth. Mainstream cinema is always anti-gravity, so everything flies up. I don't know why they fly up. I mean, when you hit a man, you should fall down as per Earth's gravity. But anyway, this all seems to fly up. So that cinema is any which way from some other planet. It's not from. But we, as actors, we try and make it as believable. So what you're talking about being soft or being has no consequence. I have shouted also. I have been aggressive also in Sarkar, and I've been aggressive in Shaurya, and I've been cool and calm also. It depends on what that scene wants you to do. I mean, that scene will prompt you to do it, create the drama in a particular way. So that's the only thing.
And so you've done a small part, not a small part, but you've done a comedy film like Single Thing. It was not hardcore comedy, but what do you think of a hardcore comedy? Have you been
I've done
approached?
Honeymoon Travels,
Okay, but that
which
was
is proper. I've danced also in it.
yeah.
So I think I've done Sankat City also. But it's just that, you tell me, ask me a question.
Yeah, I was just asking, you prefer to do more comedy films, or you haven't been approached for many comedy films?
Yeah, that might be true. I have not been approached for many comedy movies, but I have no issues doing either. And some people say comedy is difficult and serious is I don't believe in all that. I think all acting is either pleasurable or not. I mean, it's interesting or not. So it's just that I would rather do comedy which is humor and not trying to be funny, which is I think overacting and all that faking things. But otherwise, I'm okay with any kind of genre, any kind of anything, I mean, for that matter.
So, being a versatile actor, does a movie hit or flop affect you in any way?
No, it doesn't really affect me because I am not into that equation of banking my entire personality and my entire life on something that. See, I'm a very dispassionately passionate actor. The moment I finish the film, I'm very dispassionate about it. Till then, I'm very passionate. So in that sense, I'm very dispassionately passionate about my work. So last day of whatever that work is over, till then, I'm so passionate that I'll tear your hair off. But once that thing is over, then I don't attach myself to it at all. So I'm completely dispassionate about it. Otherwise, I'd go insane.
Do you believe in critical acclaim?
I believe in Almighty. Yeah. I don't believe in anything else. I really don't believe. I don't believe that human beings can do anything to me in terms of bring me down or exalting me up. So for me, all this stuff about critical acclaim or no acclaim or some award or something doesn't really matter, because that is not the yardstick at all. Because you can sense that they are appreciated or not by just looking into your eye, your people's. For me, that is enough. I know, okay, fine, there's a certain large number of section which appreciates my work. That's enough. Now to get into that whole rut of how to get an award and how to manipulate that and all that, I'm not interested. I'm really bored of that stuff. I can't do that stuff.
Also, sir, sorry to for some other questions. Recently, Urta Punjab has been leaked on website, and also it was a Anurag Kashyap much awaited film. So, what's your take on it?
First and foremost, piracy is to be condemned. So I don't think piracy is the right thing to do ever in life. The point is that when you know that, I mean, seldom people know that filmmakers, actors, the entire crew and cast, they really work their backsides off for making a film, and then to leak it on website and things like that is I think a big crime. So first and foremost, it should be punished. If at all you can catch that person who's done it, or that person or group of people who've done it. And secondly, I think it's a very cruel thing to do to any filmmaker. You should never leak such stuff out, because you're demolishing somebody's work unethically, which is wrong, and it's a crime according to me.
Lastly, what do you think Sun Pachattar has a target audience?
I aim to target at all audiences.
As in the movie as a
Yeah,
whole.
so all audiences. I actually I don't know. Actually, I never look at my film as a product, first and foremost. I look at it as a piece of work which can be viewed by everybody. And I find that somebody can find something in it. If I was selling a soap, for example, I would know demographics and psychographics and all that, all the profiles. But for a piece of work like cinema, the moment I start thinking in that way, then everything starts working backwards. So your acting becomes like that, your filmmaking becomes like that, to cater to that audience. And I think that should be the last thing that should be there on any filmmaker or actor's mind. Oh, abhi I'm going to cater to the urban class. You're done for in life otherwise. Then you're actually, the might as well go and make soaps, make fabric or something like that, which is understood. Chalo, this fabric can be used only by. So for films, I never think about all that. Though I have been given a lot of spiel by most of the research agencies, what demographics that for this film and this test group or whatever they call it has given you. I take it with a pinch of salt. I think that anybody who is questioned will try and answer wisely. Like person who's actually now, for example, cleaning the dishes here, and you ask him in private, kya laga tumko yaar? He will give you a lot of spiel about something here. The moment you put a mic on him, he suddenly become very wise about his statements. He becomes so conscious about the fact that he's being asked. So I think all these test groups are the same syndrome. The moment they know they're in a room to be questioned about it, they'll start coming out with some stuff which they don't even think will ever occur. So under these conditions, I don't think you can get a frank answer. So for me, you go by your own instinct, your own intuition, your own sincerity about what you're doing. Go ahead, do it to the best of your ability, and see how it's digested by the audience, and that's it.
So, any compliment we have received from Bollywood fraternity regarding a trailer or a movie?
Trailer has received a lot of stuff, no? I actually, yeah, I have a very good bad habit, and that is to not read reviews. I don't read. I've got bored of it a long time back. 20 years, yaar, bahut ho gaya. I can't keep on reading my own stuff. So, yeah, so I've been told by Lavi and everybody, even these people from Trigger Happy, they've told me that a lot of people have liked the trailer, which makes me happy because that's also a good creative, less monetarily spending way of because we don't have a deep pockets, you see. We can't spend like a Happy New Year or somebody can spend. We can have nothing like that. We can only do a very good film and hope that audiences have the senses to watch it, and that's it. Thank you.
What's up? Yeah? Nice. Hello? Hi. Where are you? Bye. Come, let's go.
No worries, no worries.
Okay, so ma'am, first of all, congratulations for your play.
Thank you.
So, as we have heard, the film is all about some Pachattar is all about some mobile phone and the war, the emergency. But still, can you describe what the film is about?
The film is about, so the film is based during the time of emergency, which is 1975. And it's a story, it's a 1 week story after the emergency was declared. इसमें backdrop is emergency. And एक जो basic layer है वो यही है कि emergency का time है जहाँ आपके सारे rights आपसे छीने जा चुके हैं और उस वक्त एक ऐसी चीज़ देश में आती है जो आपके पूरे सिस्टम को हिला सकती है फॉर द गुड और फॉर द बैड. तो ये एक बेसिक प्रमाइस है. इसमें हमारे 3 किरदार हैं. मेन ट्रैक्स जो हमारे चल रहे हैं वो के है, मेरा है और प्रवेश का है. और कैसे ये तीनों तीनों की मंजिल एक ही है लेकिन उनकी जर्नीज़ अलग अलग हैं. उनके वो किस वजह से वहाँ पहुँचना चाहते हैं वो रीज़न्स अलग अलग हैं लेकिन तीनों उसी तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं. और क्या होता है उस जर्नी के दौरान, वो उस पॉइंट पे पहुँचने के बाद क्या होता है उनके साथ. सो द फिल्म इज़ बेसिकली दैट.
As KK sir has told us, he portray a person on a screen. So, what you portray? You portray a role or yourself or a person?
We always portray persons. We always portray different characters. मैं 2015 में हूँ तो मैं कीर्ति तो नहीं हो सकती 1975 में. So I'm playing a girl called Meena. She is a middle class housewife जो लखनऊ जैसे शहर में है. She's running away from her past. She's not happy with what she has. And she wants to get somewhere. So फिल्म में वो सिर्फ उनका एक ही मकसद है कि मैं किसी ना किसी तरीके से इतने पैसे इकट्ठे कर लूँ कि मैं देश छोड़ के कहीं जा सकूँ. That's all she wants to do. So that's the journey of Meena that you see in the film. And बहुत ही single-minded goal है उनका. और वो भी मतलब वो desperate हैं बस freedom के लिए desperate हैं, एक अपनी ज़िंदगी खुद की जीने के लिए.
So the character of Meena is basically a negative form or positive form in a film?
Character of Meena is like all of us. It's negative with positives. अगर हम सबको ऐसी नौबत आ जाए ज़िंदगी में जहाँ हमारे लिए सर्वाइवल सबसे ज़रूरी हो तो हम क्या क्या करेंगे उसके लिए. She's about that. She's very real. She's very real for me because she's not this Sati Savitri. She's not a villain. She is somebody who is very real, who is just trying to find a life for herself.
Okay, film is on San Pachattar. So basically, the what play the major role is about the locations. Okay. So where can you tell us about the film location?
We have shot the whole film in Lucknow क्योंकि ये कहानी ही लखनऊ की है जो उस वक्त अवध के नाम से फेमस था. So the whole story is based then.
And how was your experience working with KK?
With KK, I didn't have any. I didn't have a single scene with KK, unfortunately. But yes, to do a film with him, to be in the same film as him is an absolute pleasure. और उनको काम करते हुए देख के भी you learn a lot. So I hope I do something with him in the future very soon.
Do you think after sharing a screen with the KK sir, you will get a lead role in each and every film?
I don't know.
Life will change, things will change.
I hope so. I hope things change for better, but I really can't say. These are things that are not in my hands. I can just do my work. उसको लोग कैसे देखते हैं और देखना चाहते हैं और उससे क्या करना चाहते हैं, that's not really in my hands.
Also, you have received some complaints
last
about
question.
Teen movie.
No, Teen is not my film. Pink.
Pink.
Teen is not my film. Pink is I'm getting to hear good things about it, good things about my performance. So, but let's see what it turns out to be.
Also, recently Anurag Kashyap much about it, Murta Punjab has been leaked on internet. So every actor and actress are putting their views. So what's your view?
My view is it's very unfair. It's very wrong of people to do something like that because people have worked very hard. There's a lot of money, there's a lot of sweat and blood that people have worked with, for the film. और उसको and especially when Urta Punjab has had a very bad struggle, in the last few weeks. उसके बाद जब finally चीज़ें आपके favor में आती हैं और कुछ अच्छा होने वाला है and someone goes ahead and does something like this, it's totally unacceptable, and I hope people have the brains and the heart to understand कि what you are doing is not right. It's really harming somebody else.
Okay, last
Thank you
question.
so much.
Last question. फिल्म को लेके ऑडियंस से क्या कहना चाहिए?
मैं यही कहना चाहूँगी कि हर फिल्म में बहुत मेहनत होती है, इसमें भी हुई है. एक नया सब्जेक्ट है, एमरजेंसी के टाइम पे बेस्ड है, जो शायद हमने सिर्फ सुना है, हमारे जनरेशन ने सिर्फ सुना है, हमारे माँ बाप ने एक्सपीरियंस किया है. तो इट विल बी इंटरेस्टिंग टू गो बैक टू दोज टाइम्स एंड सी व्हाट इट वाज लाइक. और कुछ अच्छे कलाकार हैं फिल्म में, अच्छी फिल्म बनी है, अच्छे से शूट हुई है. सो इट माइट जस्ट बी अ डिफरेंट एक्सपीरियंस फॉर यू. अगर आपका ट्रेलर देख के आपको मन करता है, मन तो कर रहा होगा, बट प्लीज़ डू गो एंड वॉच द फिल्म इन द थिएटर्स ऑन द 1st of July 2016 एंड आई होप यू विल लाइक इट. थैंक यू.
Thank you. Done for the day.
Thanks.